So the story began, I presume, when we met, really, back in Manchester. We met at a place that I was working at the time, and then we looked at several sort of business ideas together. I grew up in this area, and I'd been to Japan very shortly after we met, and I was up on walking in Japan and realised that actually where I grew up was as pretty as this, really, and I kind of just clicked a switch in my brain that suddenly, well, we wanted to maybe head back to the countryside a little bit more. And then we looked at a few places. We looked at one at Skipton, we looked at one at Sedbergh. We had a walk around the town, and you enjoyed it, you seemed to like it, and the space was really nice, had a nice flat above it, and yeah, that was it. Then it was time to come up with a plan for it, to raise the funds for it, really. I mean, we put a business plan together. Between us, we got some help from the chamber in Manchester, one of the chambers in Manchester. Showed them, they read through it. They liked the plan, they thought it was a good plan, they thought it could work, but at that time they weren't lending money and it didn't tick all the boxes. It's a bit of a computer says no. And they said, don't give up hope, there's other options, and then they pushed us towards towards Enterprise Answers.
Enterprise Answers is a not-for-profit organisation, so we understand a bit more about the values of engaging with communities and society. So being a not-for-profit organisation allowed us to align our focus with the values of the business rather than just profitability. And when I'm talking about the business, I'm talking about our business. So first, it's not a case of lending for the sake of lending. It's about helping individuals and businesses to unleash their potential. And that's great for local communities because then you get new businesses, new income, new job opportunities, and it just creates a new vibrancy, especially in rural communities. When James and Nina first came to us, we saw within them a kind of energy that we hadn't quite seen with other similar type of applicants in the food industry. And they came with a pedigree that we were quite impressed with. They started out life as street food traders in Manchester, and they had a skill set that demonstrated that they could take this beyond where they were. And I think they just needed that opportunity, someone to believe in them, to give them the base they needed to unleash their potential. And that's what we saw in James and Nina.
The initial seed funding, without that initial funding, we wouldn't have been able to do it. We wouldn't have been able to raise enough money to do it. I mean, basically that was imperative for us to open, to take over the lease and to do the little bit of refurb that needed doing. It was crucial. We've still got 3 Hairs, and 3 Hairs still continues to be busy. From doing that and people seeing the success of that and seeing what hard work that we put into that, we've managed to open the Black Bull now, which is quite a bit different from the 3 Hairs in the fact that it's 90 covers rather than 22 covers. Yeah, and we've got 18 bedrooms, which is new to both of us, that side of it.
In terms of what we want from customers, really, is that they want to come back, is one of the main things. And it's also trying to take away that we do put quite a lot of work into what we do. So, you know, pretty much everything that you get here is actually made here as well.
Our advice to anybody setting up their own business is be prepared for hard work. It is hard work, and it takes hard work to make it work. And the advantage for us, obviously, with Enterprise Answers there is they do support you, but they were always on hand. You know, we would always we'd send them a report actually. But it's also good for you to analyse your own business in a way to do that report. And they helped you look at cash flow and things like that. So it was nice to have that support, I suppose.
For me, James and Nina probably are my favourite success story. You know, we've had a number of successes across our business model, but James and Nina are a true testament to commitment, dedication, wanting to make things happen. And with a little bit of seed funding from it, we've helped them to unleash their potential, that they've now taken on this Black Bull with significant amount of investment, when only a few years earlier, there's nobody prepared to make that seed investment. So I think that's the beauty of Enterprise Answers, that it can identify the people behind the business that are going to make it a success.